everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie Buckland, your host, and I am so excited to be interviewing my friend and colleague, Jeannie Curtis, today. Hi, Jeannie.
Hey, Stephanie.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me. I feel honored, and I really do appreciate this time.
This is super exciting
It
because
is.
I have been wanting to interview you about your wellness clinic. It is so amazing.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait to share. So, what I always start with is an introduction of who you are, what you are up to in the world, and what kind of magic shows up as a result. So please share.
Okay. All right. Well, I've been doing neuromuscular therapy for 30 years. I started in 94, March. And when I started out doing massage, I decided I had a passion for pain, taking care of people in pain. So I learned how to do neuromuscular therapy, which gives you the ability to take care of problems, not just a symptom. And so I do neuromuscular, I do Jeannie in a bottle. I have a healing clinic with about 20 different pieces of equipment that work on whatever, you name it, I got it. And I do Jeannie in a bottle. I do the structured water, the Metabalance Me, which is a program that you can work on yourself at the same time on a computer that you can just work on you. So you just type in your name and that's another story. So we do that. I've done that kind of work for like 20 years. I'm just all about healing. That's it.
That's awesome. So my follow-up to that is why? What do you think led you into massage in the first place? And then why neuromuscular? Like, what is it that just pulled you in?
To be honest with you, I was led by the Lord to do this, and God totally just kept saying, massage, massage. And I thought, oh my gosh, you got to know the anatomy to do massage. That just seems so ridiculous. I can rub in a body, why do you need to know the anatomy? Now I understand, but at the time I didn't. And honestly, I needed to work and make a living because I got divorced and I was making $9 an hour. And I thought, I can't keep this up. I know God has a plan for me. So I prayed about it and massage came. And I'm sitting here thinking hands and feet and
Right.
just such a low, we just don't give ourselves enough credit. But I think, though, if I would have thought about doing what I'm doing now, then I would have been so intimidated. I'd have never done it, So God's was very easy on me. And so we eased into it. And it's been good. It's been very good.
Yeah. So I heard you say that you like fixing people, that you like to really help.
I do.
So is that really what grabbed you about neuromuscular massage? As you go a little deeper?
Yeah, it just took massage to a whole nother level. I was coming up in the summertime when I first in 94, and everybody leaves town. And I thought, who's going to get a massage? Back then, massage was just borderline prostitution and massage. You weren't even
right.
I mean, I was
happy
like,
ending
so,
massage.
yeah.
Right.
So my dad asked me, Jeannie, but I said, Dad, you raised me better than that. But no, it was something that was seriously, I just had a passion. I'd hurt my back. And massage seemed to really be the only thing that really helped me. And so when I did that, people were coming to me that had pain. And working in the summer, people are going to come to you if you have pain versus just a massage, which, I like. I just kept seeing things that I wanted to take care of, and doctors were sending me people, and I just started. So I was like, I was very blessed to have business up front. So I thought I better learn how to do pain. So I went to Paul St. John Neuromuscular Therapy, and I literally mastered the art of it. I feel very confident in what I do, and has been blessed, and I was named #1 in Phoenix, top 10 in America. Not
Wow.
probably because I was a good massage therapist, because I was good at figuring out the problems. And so that's my opinion. I don't know why they chose me, but I'm grateful
Ah,
they did. I don't have any hands in that. But I love working with problems, and I can tell by looking at somebody what's going on.
where
Because,
their
oh
tension
yeah.
patterns are. And
Oh, I
things.
can totally
Yeah.
see exactly just by looking at you
Yeah.
what's going on.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So, I would love to explain to our audience what the difference is between neuromuscular massage and regular massage so that they can have an understanding, because that's one
Yeah.
of the goals of our podcast is to introduce people to these new ideas.
That's a great question, Stephanie. Massage is wonderful for, stimulating blood flow and, relaxing the muscles and just de-stressing. And it's
Mhm.
just pretty much lotion all over the body and rubbing it around, and it just feels good and it's
Mhm.
relaxing. Neuromuscular takes it to a whole nother level, to where what I do, everybody might say they do neuromuscular, but their term and my term might be different.
Mm.
My opinion is working at the body, working at the structure, and I'm constantly measuring and making sure everything is even.
Right.
Because when we're like this, you're going to have pain. So
Oh,
my
yeah.
goal is to get you
Back to
even. Right,
symmetry.
right.
Yeah.
And so I use whatever technique I want to get it there, but my goal is to get you even. And so there's a lot of measuring and working with the symptom, not the problem.
Hmm.
No, wait, I work with the problem, not the symptom. Hello. And so, hello. And so, like, if somebody's shoulder's up here, why is that? So I get the shoulder back down. I'm a master at migraines, finding out why somebody might have headaches and working in getting rid of headaches and
Mm.
migraines. I love
Interesting.
that. There's only
Yeah.
been literally in 30 years, not even a handful of people that I've not been able to help. So
Hmm.
I love headaches. I don't love them. I love taking care of them.
Helping people.
Yes,
Yes, helping them
yes,
get
yes.
resolved.
I like
Yes.
results, and really, my gift is finding the why. Why is that going on? Why do you have headaches? And headaches there have been so many that have been in the jaw
Hmm.
and in the back of the neck, and I've under the scapula, the
Yeah.
subscap. I've seen them in the butt,
Wow.
seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a lady fly over here from Germany just to have me work on her headaches. And she had like 4 different triggers that we had to get rid of for her headaches. It was crazy.
That's
Mhm.
amazing.
It was amazing.
I mean, it's amazing that helping people through moving their muscles and moving things around, that can solve problems. I think that is what I love about massage.
And it's so easy, and it's not always the most comfortable thing. I mean,
Mhm.
I do have strong hands, but I can lighten up if I need to. But ideally, you want to go to the edge of tenderness, and
Right.
sometimes, but it's really important. Sometimes when we go through a pain where we're going through a structure change, the next day they may feel like a truck ran over them.
Mm.
That's because their body's totally shifted and their body's not used to being in that position. When you've been walking around like this all day and all of a sudden you're like this, it's going to be uncomfortable because you're not used to it.
Well, sure, the
So,
muscles adapt. They
yeah,
they adapt to holding the body like that.
right, right.
Yeah.
And so, like, it does take time for the body, you just keep going,
Mhm.
passing. And the worst thing you can do is not go back. That is
Yeah.
probably, hey, if I can't fix something, I shouldn't say the word fix. If I can't treat something and make it better, I will tell you, because I don't have time to work on something that I know I can't do.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
I love what I do. I'm good at it.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
I think that is one of the most important things about being, honestly, any kind of healing therapist is that confidence,
Mhm.
because it carries through in the way that you treat and
Mhm.
how you are able to serve people.
Yeah, and I cut to the chase, and I know how to find things fast.
That's
I don't
important.
dilly-dally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So neuromuscular massage, so it tends to be a little bit more painful.
It can be, yes, but it doesn't have to be as long.
Doesn't
It's
have to.
really
Mhm.
important that they give me feedback. If
Yep.
they don't, their feedback, if it's painful, it's going to be painful because there's lack of blood flow. When there's no blood
Mhm.
flow in the tissues, you're going to have pain there.
Right.
No matter how much pressure, you can go real light, but
It's still gonna hurt.
it's
Right.
it can, yeah. But
Yeah.
the key thing is to get that blood flow moving, get the tissue softened up. And the more you work the tissues, the less tender it's going to be.
Hmm.
So if it
Okay.
hurts, by golly, you're going, thank you, body. My body needs attention. So,
Yeah.
you
Well, and I heard you say, make sure you come back for those follow-up visits.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
for a healing process,
Yes,
sometimes it takes
yeah.
more than one session or
And
two sessions or 5 sessions.
right. And
Right.
what's really one of the other things that you asked is that it's accumulative. And so
Mhm.
the work, it does hold. Like if I don't work on you for 6 weeks, we don't lose what we've done. We just pick up where we left off. Now,
Hmm.
more stuff is going to come forward that says, oh, what about me? What about me? But your body's gonna get better. So more, you might feel like it's back. It's not. What we've done, we've done. It's gone
Mhm.
forever. So it's like they say, peeling the onion, and we just keep going the layers and layers and just
Mhm.
keep going deeper. But it holds. And like I say, more stuff comes forward.
Yeah.
So, you want that forward to come out. And sometimes it's doesn't feel great coming
Sure.
out. It can
Yeah.
be uncomfortable. Yeah. That's why I have Jeannie in a bottle pain spray. So
Yes,
yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
So you
That
spray
is
that pain.
amazing stuff too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's hot.
Well, let's talk about Jeannie in the bottle. So, what is it that made you want a product like this? Like what?
Well, I've used other products and they have chemicals in it, whereas Genie in the
Mhm.
bottle does not have any chemicals. It's essential oils, MSM and arnica. I have hemp or no hemp, and I don't make it. I buy it and she only sells it to me. And so I do I add the hemp and I also add frequencies to it that makes it more powerful. And I don't say that on the bottle. It's not on the label because it's too confusing and people don't get it.
Right.
So, but there are millions of frequencies in there. And
That's cool.
yes, Grandmaster David, who is a supreme grandmaster for Qigong arts,
Mhm.
he held it in his hand and he said, my frequencies are in here. And I said, yes, they are. So he could feel them. So if you're really sensitive and I do have like a buy 3, get 1 free. So, it is really great. And I might do a special for the show if you want for Stephanie. We'll do something even
Yeah.
better.
Share a link in
Okay.
the description.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. So Genie in a bottle is a pain spray, right? And that's
Yes.
essentially what it's used for.
You
Now
know,
it can be used anywhere on the body
oh my gosh, except the eyes.
except the eyes. So no
Okay.
like orifices. Don't drink it.
Yeah, not in the mouth. But you know what else it does? It does areas on the body that have, what's a word that I can use? You
Like
see little red marks. Okay, mosquito bites for one.
Mhm.
Any kind of irritations on the skin that itch or painful, spray it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's some diseases that I can't say, but they have told
Skin
me
issues.
skin issues.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And they say that works. And I'm like, really? I'm like, cool.
Huh.
And so mosquito bites, it also is good for helping you go to sleep. People can, put it on their legs. If you got cramps in the middle of the night and you get up, you spray your legs, and they
Huh.
go away. I'm not kidding. This stuff works right now. And right now, I can't tell you how
Within
much.
5 minutes. Absolutely.
Oh, faster than that.
Yeah. A couple
Faster than
seconds,
that.
30
Yeah,
seconds.
30 seconds. It's
Yeah.
instant. Yeah.
I was using it on my neck pain for months and it was amazing. I would use it right before I went to bed. By the time I got from the bathroom to the bed,
Mhm.
it was starting to affect me. relieve me. So I know that it makes a difference.
It does. It does.
So I'd love to hear the story about all of those amazing healing devices
Oh
that
my
you have in your
God.
clinic.
I love I call them my toys, but all my equipment is so cool. I've been accumulating it for years.
Yeah. So I know
Um,
you have a beamer in there.
I have a beam. You want to know how that got started? How really that got started over there? My clinic, my healing clinic. Everybody asked me, Jeannie, why don't you teach? Why don't you teach and show people how to do what you do? And I thought, okay, so I took the space, I bought all these tables, and I'm not a teacher.
Aw.
I can show somebody how to do something, but what I do, it's too complicated. And I
It's hard
just,
to explain.
it's
Yeah.
like, I have all these ideas in my head, but when it comes out down to the finale of it, it's like, I don't want to do this. So I had a laser lipo machine that I had bought because I thought, well, that'd be a good thing to introduce if I can't do massage anymore. And so I moved it over to that section. And I thought, well, you know what? I got all these massage tables over here. Why don't I just fill them up with all my machines? And I had all my equipment at home, and I've got a beamer, a biomat, a Megan table, the laser lipo. I've got the zone, the iTerra Care. I have an energy machine, which makes the cards. You put a card on the machine and it runs frequencies, and you add cards that you want, like if you have Lyme disease or if you have diabetes or if you have cold or flu or parasites or whatever, you name it.
Similar to the
Yeah.
MetaBalance, but this is a device.
Yeah, MetaBalance is a little different. But so you take those cards and you put the card on the energy machine, you hold the paddles, and you're getting those frequencies. And you can duplicate a card and carry that card with you to help continue your therapy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can do that. And then I have an ERE machine, which works on the electrical system. And instead of naming all the machines, I like naming, what all they do, because these machines are just words to me. But if you say you're working on the blood, or you're working on the lymph, or if you're working on your like a massage, that like the Megan table is great for a massage, but it also has infrared light and the laser lipo, losing inches and doing that regularly. If you do that 3 times a week, it does work.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You have to do it like 2 or 3 times a week.
And laser lipo is not like regular lipo.
Not it's LED light, red light, laser, red light, but it's the same thing. No cutting, just light. And it takes 7 minutes,
Nice.
And then I've got the jiggler. You stand on it and jiggle and get the lymph moving. And then the e-power, which works on getting the cells to communicate with each other. I have an Avicen, which works with microcirculation. They was made for headaches, but I don't use it for that because I know how to get rid of headaches. And so the ionic foot bath, which is really amazing. So that's really cool. And probably a couple other things, and I just bought 2 more toys. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. That's where I spend my money, is on my clients. I just want to make everybody better now,
That's amazing.
And I'm sitting on such a cool place to create healing. And I realize I always feel good. So it's really hard for me to really see the benefit of all this stuff. But when I hurt my back about a month ago, it literally wiped me out. I was exhausted. Well, I'm never exhausted. I'm like an Energizer bunny, so like for me to be tired was a big deal. And I was at the point where then maybe I'll sell my business. It was that bad. And I thought, I was getting therapy every day. And I thought, I'm going to use my equipment. I got this stuff. I might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm I'm doing the zone. I'm doing all this stuff. And I'm like, by golly, I feel really good.
It works.
It works. And I'm like fast. And so I was like,
fantastic.
I'm like, Jeannie, why don't you know? But I use it like sporadically. I'm not real, religious about doing it,
Right.
So, it's like when you got a pool in your backyard, go swimming every day,
Right.
Of course
Yeah.
I did, but but I really I love my equipment. I do because it works. It really does.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about meta balance. So when did you discover meta balance?
Well, I've been into the Meta Balance is new, brand new actually.
Mhm.
Grandmaster David was I think I was regional director for the SKIO back, oh gosh, probably 12 years ago. I don't remember. It's been so long. But I've been doing distant healing on computers for a long time.
Okay.
And maybe 20 years. I really don't know, a long time to go through a lot of therapies. And I've had the SKIO, I've had the SRC, and the Meta Balance is fast. It's something that you can take responsibility for yourself. Because when I was doing the SKIO, I'm sitting there constantly all day long working on people. Plus, I'm doing massage, and I'm like, I had no,
That's a
yeah,
lot.
it's a lot,
Yeah.
And so now I can say, hey, you got a headache? Click into Meta Balance, key in headache, and run it on yourself and see if it works. I'm just using that as an example, but it does all kinds of things. You name it, it'll do it.
Right, right.
One
And
girl
so
said,
that's
yeah,
frequency, right? That's
it's
essentially.
frequencies. Yeah, yeah. And they've got there's a code that you can get 2 weeks free. You type in the code and you can run it for on yourself and just experiment with it and play with it for 2 weeks
Hmm.
and see what kind of results you get.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful program, but I'm into kind of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what I like about it, it's hands free. You just go put it in, you type in your name, what you want to work on, and walk away.
Yeah.
Done.
Right.
Yeah.
And this can be done on a computer or a cell
Or a
phone.
phone.
You don't need a special device for this,
No,
right?
no. And also, what's really cool is I open up like 5 or 6 different programs. So I do a
You run
bunch.
them all at once.
I run them all at once. I'm like, I got this, I got that. I'm going to run this. Yeah.
Awesome. So there will be a link in the description if you want to try Meta Balance. And wow, I mean, this is amazing. I love the fact that you have built such an amazing business
Thank you.
and that you have so much to offer people.
Mhm.
So, how can people reach you?
I'm in Mesa, Arizona, East Mesa. I'm at the corner of McKellips and Wrecker. And my phone number is 480. My office number is 480-962-4022. My cell is 480-216-9861. And you can text me. And you can text me anytime. You're never bothering me, so
Awesome. Wonderful. And
that's
then
it.
if people want to order Genie in the Bottle,
Yeah.
you have a website for Genie in a Bottle, right?
JeannieInABottle.com.
GenieInABottle.com.
And it's
Yeah.
JEANNIE in a bottle.com.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got a website for your business as well.
azmassagetherapy.com.
Awesome. Wonderful. Do you have any final thoughts, inspiration, anything you'd like to share?
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to say, getting in back to my massage, the one thing that separates me from everybody else, I use a lot of different tools when I'm working on somebody. I might go in and find a problem in one area, but I might have a tool that'll make it go faster because I'm for getting you done quickly. I don't like to waste time. And so I have a meta cupping machine and I have several different handheld massage guns that do different things, or Big Bertha. I have red light, laser light.
So these are all tools you use while doing
Yeah,
massage.
yeah. Healing,
Nice.
tuning forks. I got a little clicker, I call it a clicker.
Activator, right?
Not kind of.
Yeah.
But I like using my toys because they make the work fast and it's less painful because my hands are strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't like the strength, but I have to lighten up sometimes. But I did work on a baby today. I did. Yeah, we worked on some digestion issues and he has tongue tied. So getting into the tongue and working in the mouth. And so I worked on his tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just, shoulders and neck, and you actually work with the jaw.
Oh my gosh, and the jaw. Yeah, I've changed faces and rearranged them. Yeah. I think one of my favorite stories that I have told over and over and was this little boy whose foot was out laterally to the left, and it instead of being straight, it was like this, and he couldn't walk. And so the parents had to hold each hand on each side. And they were just visiting from out of town. And I said, well, just come in at the end of my day. I had no idea, what I was going to do or if I could do it or what. I got him down on the table and did my little magic on him and got that hip totally rotated around and put it back where it was supposed to go. And I was amazed. He never cried. He just laid there and let me do his thing. And when we're done, it was so cute. He looked up at me and smiled. It was like, thank you. You got it. That's what you needed to do. And we got that hip turned around and he could walk for the first time by himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great story.
It was sweet. Yeah. Yeah. I've got so many stories. So many.
I bet. So how long have you been in business? How long is it?
30 years.
It's amazing.
30 years.
It's amazing. All the work you've done. The bodies you've healed.
Oh, I think my biggest regret is not writing down all my ahas because there's so many people that have found me after all these years. I just had a client yesterday called me. I hadn't seen him because I lost my whole database. When I moved over to my location in East Mesa. I used to be over at Southern in near Dobson across from the hospital. And I lost every name I was in that location for 18 years.
Wow.
And I lost in that, plus all the other years I was doing it prior to that. But then when I moved over here about 8 years ago, I had no names. I was like, okay, God, and here I am. I was busy from the get-go, but people have found me, and this guy found me. He goes, I can't believe you're still doing this. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm still doing it either. I know. So, but I love it. I'll do it till the day I die. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeannie. I'm so glad you're doing the work you're doing and that you're helping people.
Oh, it's my love.
It's so very important. I think that of all of the therapies out in the world, massage is one of my favorite therapies because it really does help. And even just basic massage, but I like the deep tissue and the neuromuscular. Medical grade massages because you get so much more out of those experiences.
You do. And I'm going to say there's no such thing as a bad massage. You may have had somebody who didn't feel like they had the qualities or the technique down or whatever, but you know what? We all want to be touched.
Yeah.
And just getting that touch and the massage, the lotion through the body, whatever they're doing.
Right.
It doesn't, there's no such thing as a bad massage. It just may not be as good as somebody else's, but it still is effective.
I think that's a lovely place to end our conversation.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Fun.
Yeah, it was.